Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very good evening to all of you. Today, we will do a brief walkthrough of the all new AI LTP calculator. Over the last couple of months, there are a lot of changes, and all the changes we are trying to bring just to make it easier for our users so that they can easily navigate. So, today, I'll walk you through about the features and functionalities of the LTP calculator. No matter you are a newbie or you are someone who is already using this and already knew about it, there will be something new for everybody. So if you are comfortable in English, stay with this and I'll be more than happy to share with you each and every feature and functionalities which you see on LTP calculator. But before we do that, let everyone join the session. आज का क्लास इंग्लिश में होने वाला है। जो लोग इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल नहीं हैं, आप ये सेशन लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है। बट जो भी लोग इंग्लिश समझते हैं, कंफर्टेबल है, आप स्टे करिए। डेफिनेटली आपको कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। बेसिकली हम लोग एलटीपी कैलकुलेटर के सारे फीचर्स एंड फंक्शनैलिटीज के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं। एंड दैट्स द लास्ट पीस ऑफ वर्ड आई सेड इन हिंदी इन टुडेज क्लास. Now we will carry on in English from here, just to clear all your doubts. All right. Should we start or wait for like 2-3 more minutes so that everybody join the session? So I've been getting this request from a long time that why don't we take a session on English for our English audience? And here we are today. We're gonna definitely do the same. All right, so let's get this going without wasting any more time. Let's jump into the topic. Many people use different strategies in order to navigate their trading. Like, each and every trader having some common question in their mind, like what would be the market direction? Should I buy a call option or put option, right? Or most importantly, the entry and exit, like where to enter in the trade and what would be the exit plan. These are the common question each and every trader trying to resolve on a day-to-day basis. And while doing that, people use different strategies. Some people like to use candlestick pattern. Some people follow the chart and trend line. Some other people like use various different indicators like exponential moving average or super trend or Bollinger Band or for say, Fibonacci retracement, PCR data. So different people use different strategies, and all of them try to get the answer of the simple question that what would be the market direction or what would be my entry or exit point. Am I correct to say that? Put it in the chat that is it right? That exactly everybody is trying to look forward to, right? And in order to find that, different people using different sort of strategies. Today we will talk about a strategy wherein we don't look at historical data at all. Rather, what we do, we look into the live market trend and build up, and as per the live market trend and build up, we try to analyze the market direction, we try to analyze the entry and exit, and that too with the help of the all new AI LTP calculator. In order to log into an AI LTP calculator, just go to Google and search for LTP calculator. Once you do that, on the very top, you will see the result, the LTP calculator page itself showing here. Click on it, and then you will see this login page. Most of you already signed up for this, so you do have an ID and password which you can enter and click on login in order to proceed. However, if some of you haven't signed up yet, there on the top there's an option like sign up for free or sign in with the help of Google authentication. So you can choose any one of the option, right? And then you can sign up for it. The best part is the free AI LTP calculator also help you with historical data. And on the top of that, you can watch 5-minute delay data, with the free version. However, if you go for a plan, like if you subscribe for the premium one, you get a bunch of features and functionalities. Today, we will walk through to all of them. So let's do one thing. As I have already signed up for it. So I got an ID and password. Let me go ahead and click on login. The moment you click on login, you will see this particular page over here. This is the home page of the LTP calculator. I will walk you through to each and every features and functionalities, right? So we'll start from very top. And on the top left corner, you see there's the AI LTP logo. No matter whichever page you are in, the moment you click on this AI LTP calculator logo, by default, you jump to the home page. So this logo will always keep you back to the home page, and on the top you see there's a ticker going on, the ticker telling you the stock performances. Here you will find all the stock listed for future and options. So on the very top, the ticker keep on going and telling you how the stock performed today. As we are watching the data like after market hour, so this is the day one, like day end consolidated data, which we able to see on the top. And now just underneath, let's do one thing. Let's go to the actual page, the option chain page, and this is how it look like. Right now you are seeing the Nifty option chain data. uh, Talking about how to analyze option chain or how you can read this number, we can have a separate video for that, and we will like walk you through the option chain analysis process. But the main motto of this session is to tell you about the feature. So let's not get deep dive into option chain analysis, rather let's understand what all features and functionalities you have on LTP calculator. On the very top, just under the ticker, you will see there are two options. Number one, National Stock Exchange option chain, and number two, cryptocurrency option chain. Recently, we have introduced the cryptocurrency option chain as well. And that is like groundbreaking. Yeah, talking about Bitcoin, talking about Ethereum, you can analyze the option chain data over here. And you have all the feature and functionalities just like you used to have in National Stock Exchange option chain, like the reversal prices, like the entry and exit, like the direction of the market. Each and everything is visible in the crypto option chain as well. So in crypto, there are two major currencies. Number one is Bitcoin, obviously the market leader, having the most market cap, the highest market cap, and number two is the Ethereum. So we do have both of them, Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can do analysis by going to this option, cryptocurrency option chain. But let's get back to the National Stock Exchange option chain, which we're gonna refer more and which we're going to talk more about. So if you come over here, National Stock Exchange option chain, just underneath you will see there's a symbol Nifty. If you click on the drop down, you will see a bunch of options. All the stock and index which is listed in FNO segment, you can see all of them over here. And whichever stock you wanted to analyze, you just select the name of the stock and that's it. Boom. The option chain is open in front of you right away. So if you look at the left hand top corner, there is a drop down wherein you can select the name of the stock or name of your favorite index. And just beside that, you will see there is an expiry date. As you already know, all the derivative contracts, like all the future and option trading, which you do on a day-to-day basis, it comes with an expiration date. It comes with an expiry, right? By default, the latest expiry, the current expiry will be selected. However, if you wanted to analyze the upcoming expiry data, again, you can click on the drop down menu where you can see the date section, the expiry date section, and you can select any one of the expiry, the upcoming expiry, and look into the data. One important disclaimer over here, that let's say if you are watching an security, if you're watching an stock or index, in order to make a decision whether you should trade on it or not, always prefer the current expiry, because the current expiry give you the clear picture and tells you about the volume and open interest, and how many people are trading over there. So always the current expiry date will give you a clear picture about the direction of the stock or about the entry or exit of the stock. So by default, always keep it to the current expiry. Even if you wanted to trade the next expiry contract, in order to analyze the market sentiment, always go with the current expiry date. I hope this is clear. And the by default setting are done in such a way that automatically it will reflect you to the current expiry. For example, if we talk about Nifty, now the Nifty expiry date changed to Tuesday from the month of September. From this month, Nifty expiry is shifted to Tuesday. Tuesday means tomorrow. You see, 2nd of September, that's the expiry for Nifty. However, if you go and select any of the stock, then the expiry by default changes now. So I selected a stock and it is showing 30th of September. Why 30th of September? Just look at it. The last Tuesday of the month. So all the NSE contract, all the National Stock Exchange contract from this month onwards will expire on last Tuesday of the month. Initially, it used to be last Thursday of the month, but now there is a shifting happening. So the moment you select any one of the stock, anyone, what do you see? You see the expiration date, the last Tuesday of the month. Just beside it, there is another option. If you click on the drop down, you will see there are two things, spot and future. Again, the by default setting should be on spot, because if you are trading in options, if you are trading in cash, the spot reversal will give you, the right number from where you are supposed to enter. By the way, if you are someone who trade in future, if you're someone who do future trading often, then you can select this future option so that the future reversal prices will show up over here. All right. So by default, it should be spot. Keep it spot all the time. And if you are trading in future, then only you change it to the future. Now, before I proceed, just wanted to see in the chat section, like the speed which I'm going through, is it okay, guys? Or should I like slow down the speed a little bit? Am I audible? Am I clear? Are you getting what I'm saying? Please put it in the chat so that we can get started again. Sharad ji, sharing someone's number without their consent is not allowed. So I won't be able to share with you anybody's number, like especially any student's number. सर हेडफोन ईयरबड्स में आवाज क्यों शिफ्ट नहीं हो रही है, मोबाइल स्पीकर पे आवाज आ रही है. गो थ्रू द सेटिंग. All right, should we proceed now? Perfect. Now, just beside that, in the center, you will see there is a bar, and that bar, it might look green sometime, it might look red sometime, depending upon the sentiment of the market time, it might turn. This is the all new AI LTP calculator feature, wherein it always keep on telling you that as per the option chain, as per the shifting in the option chain in terms of support and resistance, what is the desired direction of the market. So this is an AI feature. What happen is, whatever changes happen in terms of support and resistance throughout the day, on basis of that, it will try and tell you what is the desired direction for that particular stock. So right now we are looking at Angel One and it is showing like bearish SOC. So if you select, let's say Nifty, it will show you again there is a bearish SOC thing. If you go and select any other stock, you see that ABB is slight bullish, and then you select any other stock, bearish. So bullish or bearish or bull run or bloodbath or neutral or both side risky, these all are the term which you see often over here. This is something which try to tell you the direction of the market. And as a smart trader, you try and analyze what would be the preferred direction of the market, and then you trade accordingly. So let's say if you're seeing a stock which is into a bearish territory or which is having a bearish pressure, as a smart trader, all you try to do is try to see if there is any put buying opportunity from the top or not, right? You go with the flow, you go with the direction. You don't just try to go opposite to the direction, because there the risk will be on a higher end. So in the center of this option chain over here, just beside the name of the stock and expiry and this feature, you will see the direction of that particular stock, and this direction is being analyzed and judged with the help of artificial intelligence, and that too with the help of option chain shiftings in terms of support and resistance. This will remain very crucial. Now let's say if you wanted to analyze that why it is showing that it is bullish or bearish, or both side risky or neutral, why it is showing that. If you wanted to know the bottom line, what is the reason, all you need to do is click on that particular statement. Then you will be able to see whatever changes happen since morning in the option chain in terms of support and resistance. It will be visible over here. So you see the resistance side 920, it is showing that it shifted from top to bottom. And if we talk about the support side was weak towards bottom, later on become strong. So support creating a bullish pressure, resistance creating a bearish pressure, and that is why the both side telling you different thing. And that is what is showing that Astral is both side risky as per chart of accuracy 1.0, and this is the ninth scenario. There are total 9 scenario in chart of accuracy 1.0, and as per the shiftings in the market, the AI keep on telling you what would be the desired direction. And just underneath, just under the AI statement, you will see the changes in terms of the spot and future prices in that particular stock. So in the live market, this data keep on running, and it telling you the what is the spot price, what is the future price, what's the changes in terms of percentage over there. Beside that, there will be a timing as we are watching the data at the end of the market. So it is telling you, it is showing you the consolidated data once the market like closed. However, if you watch it in the live market, if you analyze it in the live market, this timer keep on going, which keep you updated that which time data you are watching. Generally, it actually go like real time, but you can always check that which time data is showing up in the option chain. So that's why there is a timer. And the most important thing, if you see just underneath, there is a red bar and there is a green bar. The red bar suggesting you that if you are planning to enter into a bearish trade, what's the closest reversal value you can see over here. If you talk about the entry and if you talk about the exit, there are a couple of jargons which you need to be aware of. Number one, on this AI LTP calculator, if you see that there is an entry opportunity or there is a reversal value, then it is divided in two different things. Number one is risky, number two is moderate. Moderate trade are those which is less riskier than the risky one, and risky trades are those which is most like more risky. If we talk about a trader who is just getting started with this option chain or this LTP calculator, it's highly recommended that you start with the moderate trade, because moderate trades are much likely to be safer as compared to the risky one. Now you see, it is showing you a number. So risky, it is showing breakout. Breakout generally means the market is trading over that particular value. Just beside that, you see the moderate entry value. The market didn't reach that value yet. Then you see the max pain, which certainly means the maximum stop loss in this particular trade if you initiate. And there is something called max gain, which again tell you the potential target, the maximum gain, the maximum target which you can achieve by getting into this particular trade. And just beside it, it is showing the lot size in the center, that if you trade in this particular stock, what is the lot size, if you trade in future or option. And on the right hand side, there is a green bar, the green bar telling you that if you get into a call trade, that what's the risky entry value, what's the moderate entry value, and what's the stop loss would be for that particular trade, and the maximum gain. The maximum gain showing breakout means market already reached, towards the bottom, towards the target already. So this is how it look like. Remember this, the red bar tells you about the put trading opportunity. I mean the bearish reversal value, and the green bar tells you about the bullish reversal values. The same value, if you wanted to identify on the LTP calculator, there is a feature on the top. You see that reversal spot. The moment you turn it on, each and every strike price will have a reversal value just beside it. So you see that the reversal value on the call side and the reversal value on the put side, these are the value which is noted over here on the top. So for example, it is showing that the risky entry for call side would be 1344.55. You see that, and you see 1344.55, the support side reversal value, right? The support is at 1360. The support is strong, and the reversal value of 1360 strike price is 1344, and it is showing 1344 is a risky call buying opportunity, and just underneath means 1340 strike price reversal value is around 1326, and that is showing up as a moderate call buying opportunity. As I told you again, let me remind you that if you are just getting started, try and trade from the moderate value, right? And there will be a max pain and a max gain value. If there is an entry value, there will be a target and stop loss value as well. Sometime you might see NA not applicable. Let's try and like go to any stock and see. Yes, like this one. Like let's go to any random stock and try and analyze where you can see NA like not applicable, like this one. Like this one, let's look into it. So the stock called 361, we are analyzing the option chain, and it is showing on the top, the AI is saying bullish SOC 3 hour. It is showing that there is a bullish pressure as per the option chain changes, and as there is a bullish pressure, as a layman, you are supposed to look for call buying opportunity from the bottom, from extension of support, from extension of support -1, this level, right? You need to look for call buying opportunity. Like in a bullish market, if you are going against the flow, if you are trying to trade bearish, you are taking more risk, right? So eventually, whenever you see there is a bullish sentiment, you go for a bullish trade, call option, or go long. And if you see there is a bearish sentiment in that particular stock, then you go for the put option, right? This is how it works. So if you see in this particular case, if you look at the red bar, which generally suggests you about the for the put side, it is all showing NA. NA stand for not applicable. So the risky entry not applicable. The moderate entry is also not applicable. And as there is no entry, there is no stop loss, there is no target. And you might feel like why this is happening. It's as simple as that. If the stock is in bullish territory, the put side value won't show up because it is not telling you that get into a put trade. Rather, it is suggesting that you can get into a call trade. And what would be the entry, the risky entries here, the moderate entry, the max pain and the max gain. Somehow it is showing NA not applicable. Might be possible market is trading around that particular level already, right? Yes, the market is already see a lot of breakdown numbers over here. So this is how it works. Always, always, always go with the flow. Don't try to go against it, because in that way you might get into a trap, you might get into a big loss. One important thing, a lot of people keep on complaining that in the option chain, there are so many number that sometimes we might get confused. So if along with the option chain, we also have the candles or chart, it might become easier, because in that way, on one page, we will have all the information and we don't need to switch the tabs or, switch the pages. And we have covered that gap as well. On the top, there is a candle option. Like the moment you turn it on, in every stock, in every you know index, you will see the candles over here. The beauty, the best part about these candles are, like, there will be four magical line automatically drawn over here, and which will help you to understand where is the potential entry or exit in that particular trade. So these lines will be keep on drawing. And what are these line? These line are the lines, which you see on the top in terms of the put side entry or the call side entry. Like, it will be shown above over here. So this is how it works. While looking into option chain, you can always switch to the candles as well. In that way, you see both. Along with the option chain data, you will be able to see the candles, the chart, and you can select the interval, whether you want 1 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute candle. As you're doing intraday, 5 minute candle is good enough. Also, there are some other option which we need to talk about. So if we talk about Nifty having weekly expiry, and if you talk about all the other stock in NSE, they're having monthly expiry. What happened over here is that you see in Nifty, you see a W button, that if once you turn on this W, you will see three ranges: L1, L2, and L3, level 1, level 2, and level 3. This is a weekly range, and in this particular upcoming expiry, Nifty is likely to be trading in between that. All right, so you can see the weekly range from here. If we talk about, there is a 920 strategy which you can follow in order to trade in Nifty. So what happened at 920, as per the reversal value, the line will be drawn over here. And all you need to do is, once you see the market is touching that line, you can trade. There is a rule behind it, like how you need to follow this 920 strategy. I will talk about it in some other class, though the videos are available on the channel. You can always go ahead and watch the 920 strategy of LTP calculator. Even if you search on YouTube 920 strategy LTP calculator, you end up seeing a lot of video. So this 9:20 a.m. tab, if you turn it on, you will see the static line as per the 9:20 value, and this line will remain same throughout the day. You can turn it off for time being, and there is another tab called the AI LTP calculator. The moment you turn it on, what happened? As per the direction of the market, whatever trades, like as per the direction of the market, whatever trades are there, it will show up line towards that particular area. So suppose in a stock there is a bloodbath condition, so the green line, the bottom green line won't show up there, cause from the green line we supposed to buy call, right? But as there is a bloodbath, so it is not showing up any green line, means there is no bottom side reversal value, and it will only reflect the red line. Because in a bloodbath condition, that's the ideal time to buy put, not call, right? So that is why once you turn on this AI feature in this chart, in this candles pattern, what happen is, as per the direction of the market, it will show you up which side to enter and what is the desired level. All right, and there is something new coming up here, set D. D stand for diversion. So let's say if you initiate a trade and you wanted to know what would be your target for that particular trade. So what you can do, you can select D1. D1 means diversion 1, and it will show up with a dotted line, and it will tell you like where you are supposed to book that particular trade. Again, you can go for the diversion 2, the second target, or diversion 3, the third target. So this is how you can draw the diversion line. Let me show you what exactly diversion is. Let me go back to the option chain. So the diversion line means this line. So if market from this level trying to go up, what is the value which will try to stop it? The nearest value is called the diversion. So this is the first diversion, right? Like market is at 24,625, 24,650 is the nearest strike price. and that strike price reversal value will be called the first diversion, and then 24,700 is the second strike price. From there, if you go towards the top, it will create the second diversion, the reversal value, and there we come the third one around 24,750. All right, so along with option chain, you can switch to the candle, keep both of them. In that way, the lines will be there. In that way, you can watch with the help of chart how the market is performing, right? So you can always turn it on. And if let's say you wanted to see only the option chain and for timing you wanted to remove the candles, you can always deselect it, and then this is how it look like. Guys, in this single page, there are so many information. Some of the information might not be that relevant for you at that point of time. So you can turn that column off or on. So in the option chain, if you see in the center, there is an orange line. This orange line is called the strike prices, which is dividing the option chain into two different parts. The left hand side reflect the call side data, and the right hand side reflect the put side data. Both the side having some columns in same, like the LTP or the change PTS, and the volume, the open interest, the OI change, the delta, and along with that there are Greeks option. If you go to the Greek option on the right hand top corner, you can select which all value you wanted to see. Right now I just wanted to see the delta, so the delta is here. If you also wanted to see other Greeks like theta, vega, or gamma, you can just select those and you will see these values are also showing up over here. Like these columns are also getting added in the option chain. And again, if you wanted to turn it off, you can just deselect it and then it won't show up. By default, I try to keep it like simple. I wanted to see the delta. Delta is a major Greeks, which tells us like how much momentum our premium can get. So I by default like keep it simple delta. Sometime if I need to watch the theta, I select the theta as well. But this is how you need to manage this page, because having too many information which is not relevant for you or which you are not observing, you can always go ahead and turn it off from the right hand top corner. And just beside that, there is an option called PCR, put call ratio. A lot of people love to watch the PCR data to make their trading decision. And for them, there is a PCR option chain available as well. You can select the PCR option chain, and the moment you do, in the column at the very end, you will see the PCR volume and PCR OI data on the right hand side, on the left hand side as well. And if you don't want to see that PCR information, you can turn it off. There is something called employed volatility, IV. Just beside the PCR, it is showing up IV. IV is employed volatility. It show you like how volatile, how fragile the market would be. So if you wanted to see this information IV, the moment you select, you will see the IV is popping up over here. All right, so employed volatility is just like India VIX, tells you how volatile or how fragile the market could be. And increment of IV definitely pump up the premium. If the IV is on a higher side, the premium will be on a higher side as well. And if the IV is low, the premium, the extrinsic value or the time value is much likely to be lesser. So employed volatility, you can always check on from here. If you don't want to see that, you can turn it off. Then there is an option called IVTV. Every premium have some intrinsic value and have some time value. Once you select this, then it will show you the breakdown that how much time value is there in that particular premium and how much intrinsic value is there in that particular premium. For example, 24,600 call is trading at 73 bucks. 73 rupees. Out of this 73, 25 is the intrinsic value and 48 is the time value. What's the expiry for this particular contract? The expiry is for tomorrow, right? The tomorrow expiry contract at the money trading around 48 rupees 80 paise. I'm talking about the time value of that particular premium. However, the intrinsic value is 25. The same way, if you wanted to see the intrinsic value and time value, for all the strike prices, you will be able to see that. And at the very end, the IV intrinsic value and the TV time value column is added. On the call side as well, at the same time on the put side. Let's say on the put side, if you look at 24,600 put trading at 31 rupees, and as it is out of the money, there is no intrinsic value. All the 31 rupees 40 paise is actually the time value. So you can select the intrinsic value time value feature from here, and if you don't want to see that, you can turn it off. Generally, while initiating a trade, while choosing a premium, you can turn it on and see how much premium is going through for intrinsic, how much is going for the time value. And once you are done with making the decision, you can turn this particular thing off. And just beside, there is a future reversal value. Again, the same thing. If you are someone who trade in future, this option might be very beneficial for you, because the moment you select it, it will show you the future reversal price. You see that F reversal, it is showing for the call side and the put side. But if you are someone who trade in options or cash market, don't turn on the future, rather turn on the spot reversal. And the moment you click on the spot reversal, you see that S reversal for the call side and for the put side both, it is popping up over here. All right. Now let's see in the chat, how's it going, everybody? Am I going too fast? Oh, you guys are getting it. Yeah, please put it in the chat. How's it going? Do you have any questions so far? Whatever I have explained to you, do you have any questions so far? If yes, please put it in the chat, or else we will go forward. Perfect. All right. So now we walk through to all the feature and functionalities like which is showing on the top, right? Each and everything is almost covered now. Some other feature that if you actually like that particular security and you trade it more often, you can always select it like as a favorite. The moment you click on this heart symbol, it will be added to the favorite, and the moment you re-click on it, then it will be removed. So as we are watching Nifty and I trade Nifty often, so I marked it as my favorite. Just beside that, there is a speaker sound. Whenever any changes happen in option chain, if you turn on the speaker, then the changes will be not only shown on the screen, but also it will be like loud and clear to you that these changes happen in the option chain. Though if you're someone who are at job and don't have time to look forward to, you can use this feature, because whenever any changes happen, it will speak to you, it will tell you what changes happen. But if you wanted to turn it off, you can always turn it off. And there is a pop-up feature as well. So if, let's say, a support shifted from here to there, or there is a change in terms of resistance, it show you a pop-up. And if you don't want it to see the pop-up, you can suppress the pop-up over here. All right. And if you wanted to see the full screen without any distraction, there is a, there is a option over here on the right hand top corner. You can click on it and it will show you a full screen view without any distraction. The top bar even won't show up. And if you wanted to exit, click on the same button and you will X out of it. You'll be out of this. And just underneath the candlestick pattern, if you wanted to see the candles as well, you turn it on. If you want to see the option chain, you turn this one on. And the W stand for weekly range for Nifty. If you're watching any stock, it will show as M, monthly range. So for a stock, you will see a monthly range, and for Nifty, as it is a weekly expiry product, it will show you the W button, and the W tells you the weekly range. For example, if you talk about the current expiry weekly range, the L1 level is from 24,705 till 24,296. So 24,705 is the L1 resistance, and 24,296 is the L1 support, and market is trading in between that particular range, right? Today Nifty closed around 24,625. Yeah, somewhere down the line, it is trading close to that L1 resistance level. And if you just change the Nifty from any other stock, you will see the button which was W for Nifty. Now it's M for the stock, because in the stock there is a monthly expiry, and no matter which stock you are watching, it will show you the monthly range of that particular stock. Just beside that, there is an IK button called Intraday Kundli. The moment you click on it, it will show you up what changes happen in terms of support and resistance today in this particular stock. So Intraday Kundli is a great option from where you can see all the shifting, and the beauty of this LTP calculator that you can always play historical data. You can always go ahead and play the historical data. All you need to do is select the name of that security, then the expiry date, and the historical date, like which day data you want to see. And the moment you click play on it, it will show you up the historical data, the way the market open at 9:15 and the data keep on building. It will show you tick by tick. However, if you want to go faster on it, if you're doing back testing, you don't have much time, you want to get faster, you can always select the 30-second or 1 minute option, so that it will jump one consecutive minute and show you the data accordingly. Also, you can speed up by selecting up to 4x over here and then play the data. So if you're someone who is new to option chain, if you're someone who is using this LTP calculator newly, all you can do is use this historical feature and do back testing for last couple of months and see how beautifully things are working. On the top of that, after market hour, the pro trader always go through the historical data to analyze how was the day, what are the mistakes they have done, what are the lessons they have learned from today's market. So using this historical data feature can be a game changer in terms of a trader. Like, you can get better day by day for sure, because practice makes a man perfect. So you can use this one, and if you wanted to see the live market data, you select the live tab, and this is how it is. So we have almost covered all the buttons showing on the very top. Do you have any question regarding it? Do let me know in the chat. And if you don't, now it's time for us to go to the left hand corner. The left hand corner, there are so many options. We'll walk you through that. Srinivas ji, I'm talking about the feature and functionalities. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take the question, but I do understand the question which you're talking about, that the prices keep on changing. Yes, in the live market, as the prices are changing, the live numbers, the reversal value even keep on changing. In that scenario, you have to wait. You have to wait for the entry value. Let the market come to your entry value, then you take an action. All right. Am I clear, everybody? Should we proceed to the left-hand side options, or do you have any question? Any question as of now, whatever I have explained, please put it in the chat. No, no question. Seems to be I'm doing pretty great, and you guys are getting it. Perfect. Now, if you look at the left-hand side, there are so many options. Just underneath the AI LTP calculator logo, there is a 3 line. Once you click on it, all the options and functionalities are showing up. Number one, on the top, there is a home button calling dashboard. You click on dashboard. This is how this screen look like. If you want your children to learn financial education from the beginning, there is an option that you can give them the privilege to get the admission in that is international school, where people learn structured financial education from class 6. Apart from that, on that homepage, you will see that there are videos. Like, if you wanted to see how this calculator work, you just click on this and it will redirect you to the YouTube, and also you'll be able to see a lot of learning videos. There are another learning library. I'll talk to you about that. But just under the dashboard, you see there is an option called option chain. The moment you click on the option chain, it will redirect you to the Nifty option chain. And as he already told you, if you wanted to change the security name, you can select the from the drop down and you can go for any stock, any index which is listed over here. Whenever you choose any stock or index, by default, it will select the current expiry. And you keep in practice that you always watch and observe and analyze from the current expiry data, which will give you a clear picture. So just underneath there is an option chain, which we already covered, and just underneath there is an historical option chain. Just now I talked about it. We went to that feature from right hand top corner over here, from the top bar, historical and live. The same thing you can access from this particular place as well, the historical option chain. Once you click on the historical option chain, it gives you two options, whether you wanted to see the National Stock Exchange option chain or you want to see the crypto option chain. So you select, and after that, you have to select the name of that particular stock or index. You have to select the expiry. The by default current expiry will be selected. And then you choose a date, which day data you want to see. Apart from Saturday, Sunday, and apart from the holidays, you can see the historical data for each and every day, and the months of data are stored in the server. So even if you want to see 1 month old data for any particular stock or index, you can always do that. But while doing it, make sure you're selecting the correct expiry. So if you are seeing today's data, you need to select tomorrow's expiry. But if you want to see 1 month old data, you have to select the 1 month old expiry, the exact expiry date, right? There a lot of people do mistake and end up saying that the historical is not working or it is showing the broken data. It usually happens due to selecting the wrong expiry. All right, so keep an eye on it. And just under the historical option chain, this is the most beautiful feature in this LTP calculator called the report section. The report section gives you access to a lot of things. Number one, LTP swing. You click on the LTP swing, it will show you a list of a stock where there is a swing trading opportunity. There is an OI to OI swing trading feature which we are using for a long time, which works amazingly. And the same exact replication you see on one page. Here you see the list of stocks along with the lot size of the stock, also the status of that particular stock support, the current market price, the entry point, which is put side OI reversal, the exit point, which is the call side OI reversal, the open interest, like how many OI are there, and at the very end, there is something called the star rating. The star rating is from 0 to 9. The lesser the star rating is, the better the trade would be. Like there are less risk involved. Try and understand that this is a riskometer which start from 0 and end on 9. 0 means less risk. 9 means maximum risk. As a newbie, when you are getting started, if you see 0 or 1, it is tradable and you can trade. If you see more than 1, like 2, 3, 4, 5, you can avoid that particular trade. So you can do filter, you can click on the star rating and you can filter it, that whatever stocks are having 0 risk, just show up on the top and it will be automatically filtered. So this particular report section feature, which leads you to the LTP swing, show you the list of stock, the entry point, the potential target, the risk factor, along with the lot size and the current status of the support or resistance. Right now, we are looking into the stock which is near to its bottom and there is a bullish momentum opportunity. But if you wanted to see the bearish momentum opportunities on the top, there is a filter. You can click on the bearish one. Now you see it is showing in the red line and the same information, right? The stock name, the lot size, the status of the resistance in this particular instance, and the current market price, the entry point, the exit point, the number of OI, and most importantly, the star rating. Always remember 0 and 1 rating is tradable. More than 1 means 2, 3, 4, 5. You avoid those trades. All right. So this is how this LTP swing section look like, and just underneath in the report, the second option is for LTP blast. It tells you the intraday trading opportunities. In the next session, we will cover that, like how to identify the swing trading opportunity, how to identify the intraday trading opportunity. But I try and understand in the report over here, you will see the list of stock along with their volume, along with the point value. Point value stand for what should be the minimum target or stop loss if you initiate that trade. And there are bullish risk, there are bearish risk to both column, that if you're trading bullish, what is the risk? If you're trading bearish, then what is the risk? And there is C1, C2, like call buying opportunity 1, call buying opportunity 2, and there is P1, P2, means put buying opportunity 1 and put buying opportunity 2, and in between there is a current market price. The best part about this feature is on the top right hand corner, there is something called show nearest stocks. The moment you select that filter, it will only show up those stock which is near to its entry point. You see that? All the stock now out of 240 to 45 stock, it filtered only 5, and these 5 are nearby to its entry value. So while watching it in the live market, this function worked brilliantly, and which allow you to have a hand on the stock which is near to its entry price. And if you wanted to see all the stock, you can again click on that filter that show all stock. It will appear like this. Just underneath in the report, apart from LTP swing, apart from LTP blast, which is for intraday, there is something called LTP diffs. LTP diffs or LTP arbitrage stock, both are same. It show you the list of stock wherein there is a big difference between the spot price and future price. And there is a trading strategy called arbitrage trading. In the arbitrage trading, what happen is we try and trade on that differences by creating a hedge position. So what we do, the difference between spot and future is ultimately will vanish by the end of the expiry, right? So what happened? We buy in cash and we sell the same amount in future and try to gain the gap, try to make money from that gap between spot price to future price. Though I will talk in detail about arbitrage trading in the upcoming video. Here we are just looking into the feature and functionalities of briefing, not the core trading strategy. So this is how the report section look like. Just underneath there is a market tracker. The moment you click on the market tracker option, this one, it will show you the list of stock and how it look like as per the option chain analysis, as per the AI version, like it is in bloodbath or it is in bull run or it is in a state of confusion, right? It show up over here. And the moment you like any one of the stock and wanted to do further analysis on it, you click on the name of the stock, it will appear like this and you do further analysis. And just underneath there is a live class section. I believe I don't need to tell you about the feature. This is the feature which you use in order to get into the class, right? You click on this live class section, whatever live class is happening, it will appear over here. In the morning around 9:15, 9:20, a live class begin, that too with Vinay sir, the inventor of LTP calculator. Watch that live class for more clarity and for more like call to action, how you need to use it in the live market. And just underneath there is an brilliant thing which is the learning one, the learning section, the learning library, from where you can see a lot of bonus videos, past classes video, daily classes video, each and everything is over here. So the learning section is basically is something which you need to put your hands off on a regular basis to understand the thing, to analyze the thing. I believe 8 to 10 hour of content would be good, more than enough for you to analyze all the jargon, and the rest of the thing you can do practically. So bonus video section and daily class video section, you can always go ahead and look into it. And just underneath, if you want to get started with your mutual fund journey, you can open your account here. The moment you open your account, you will receive receive a call from the backend team, and they will analyze your risk profile, and accordingly they will suggest you the mutual fund which is good for you as per your goal. And just underneath there is a crypto account opening link. If you wanted to open your account in crypto with Delta on exchange, you can open it from here. And just underneath there is a subscription option. You can go ahead and choose any plan or recharge, right? And the crypto plans are different. If you are doing crypto trading as well, you can choose the crypto plan. If you're stuck with the Indian stock market already, only stick with the Indian stock market, you choose the NSE option chain plans. All right. And that's it. And just underneath, there is a logout button. That's all for the day. If you have any issue while using LTP calculator or need any kind of technical assistance, on the right hand bottom corner, there is a message sign. The moment you click on it, it will show you what issue you are getting. Select any one of them and start chat. One of the executive will get back to you, also help you in the chat. If needed, the person will call you and guide you through. So this chat section is the actual helpline which you need to go through in case you are having any problem. Now, quickly tell me in the chat, is it like good enough for you to get a glimpse of the LTP calculator, or you want me to cover anything more? Because if you want me to cover anything more, I'll conduct another class. That's it from my end today. We have to wrap up the session in next 2 minutes, but I hope this basic walkthrough gonna help you out, and the rest of the thing you can explore in the live market and try to gain more command and knowledge. The next detailed classes will be followed most likely tomorrow or day after tomorrow. This is how. Yep. So this English session, I'll try to wrap it up in 3-4 video. That 3-4 video you go through and you get a complete knowledge, and then you do the practical stuff to get more clarity. Before I finish this session, before I end it up, put it in the chat. How was today's session? Was that helpful? Do you guys want me to come up with such English classes more often? If yes, then put it in the chat. Now, Srinivasji, I'll talk about the color code. I'll talk about the option chain analysis. I'll talk about the detail. Don't worry about it. It was just a basic walkthrough, Hannah, and we are done with it. So talking about the deep analysis, how to do option chain analysis, and what are the color code means, we'll cover up in the upcoming classes. All right, everybody, that's it from my end. I hope you enjoyed the session. This video will be uploaded on English Class LTP channel. You can go ahead and rewatch it if required. With that saying, this is Dave signing off for today until we meet again. Thanks a lot. Take care and goodbye.